Hey guys, what's up? I'm Palak Lakhani. In this channel, I make educational videos focusing mainly on studying, working, and living in Germany. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. In today's video, we have Sabina with us. She is studying her Bachelor's of Engineering in Environmental and Recycle Engineering. So she is here to give you a detailed insight on this bachelor degree course here in Hochschule Nordhausen. So without wasting any further time, let's get quickly started with today's video.
Right.
Hey Sabina,
Hi.
welcome to my channel.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
could you please introduce yourself quickly to the viewers?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sabina Skambrax. I'm originally from Nepal. My mom's from Nepal and my dad's from Germany. I came to Germany around 2 years ago and I'm studying my bachelor's since a year and a half. I'm in my 4th semester and yeah, I'm 20 years old. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, thank you so much. What is so interesting about this Bachelor's of Engineering in Environmental and Recycling Engineering course, and why did you choose it?
So there were many factors that I took into view before I chose this bachelor degree. The main point was that I wanted to focus on different areas of subject like biology, chemistry, physics, mechanics, and all of these subjects were expressed in this bachelor degree. Other than that, I find the course is very future oriented. There are resources that are depleting day by day and they're depleting in amount, and it's very important that we try to save the resources that are not still there. The other problem is that where I'm from, we have a huge problem of waste management. That's also a focal point from our bachelor degree, and I find it very important that young people like me, we try to focus on developing techniques that help us with the waste disposal.
Okay, so that is really good. And which are the other similar courses offered in Germany? And I mean, after Student Colleague, did you try to find other courses also, or was the course in Hochschule Nordhausen your only choice?
There are other universities that offer this course but not specialized in recycling technique. There are courses called Umwelttechnik, which is English for environmental technique. You can find them in big cities like Hamburg, Munich, Berlin. The other cities like Halle, Jena, and I made a small list. There's also this subject in Münster, Rhein, Main. Yeah, and I guess I would recommend this university in particular because it has this specialization in recycling technique. Yeah.
Okay. Good. What are the admission requirements for this course, and which documents are needed to apply?
Okay, so if you have a German secondary level leaving certificate, then you just send it to the Student Service Center. That's all that you need to supply to the university. If you have an international secondary leaving certificate, you usually need to prove your language. It has to be either from a Studienkolleg or from a private course. So if it's from a Studienkolleg, you usually send it directly to the Student Service Center. And if it is not from the Studienkolleg, then you usually need to send it to UniAssist.
Okay.
UniAssist then gathers the documents and then sends it back to the university.
Okay. And are there any grades requirement, like you need
There
a minimum
are no
amount?
grades requirement in my course now.
Okay. Are there any tuition fees or semester fees for this program?
The special thing about Germany is that we don't have tuition fees. There is a small semester fee which is 158 euros and 58 cents in Nordhausen.
Okay. And which cities are included in the semester ticket?
So the semester ticket is valid for all Thüringen. So this is a state in Germany. It's directly in the middle. There are some big cities which are also very beautiful, and you can travel around here for free.
Okay. Good. And is there an admission restriction like NC for this program?
There are no admission restrictions for this program.
Okay. What study areas and modules does a student learn during the entire course semester-wise?
So in the first semester, you focus on physics, maths, you have electrotechnique, you have technical drawing and English. And the second semester, you go further in physics, maths, then you have the Mechanics 1, so Mechanik 1, material engineering and English. The third semester, you have the basic course of microbiology, you have mechanical process engineering 1, chemistry 2, Mechanics 2, an element of Machine 1.
Okay.
English is actually included in all semesters, so you study it from the first to the sixth semester. Fourth semester, you have Biological Process Engineering, Mechanical Process Engineering 2, Environmental Analysis, Thermo and Fluid Dynamics, and English. The fifth semester, you have Management, or we call it BVL, which is like Business and Management. Then you have Chemical Process Engineering, Waste Management, Wastewater Management, and Plant Technology. The sixth semester, you have Mechanics 3, Environmental Management. You have like a thing called Wissenschaftliches Schreiben, which is like a mini bachelor work in which you do experiments and write like a report on it. And then in the end, you also have a plant planning course.
And don't you have a bachelor thesis?
We do. That's in the last semester. After the sixth semester, you have like a whole semester where you have to do an internship. And you can choose to write your thesis on what you experimented on in your internship, or choose to do it separately through your own topic after your sixth semester.
Okay. So you mentioned all the modules that are included in every semester, but does a student get a chance to choose also some elective subjects or modules?
So there are elective modules for our university, for my course. So every semester you actually have to do one elective module. It is of your choice. It is usually better if you choose a subject that's related to your field.
Okay.
So for example, for me, I did a subject called Deponie Technique, and through that you usually get around 2.5 credit points.
Okay.
And in order to finish your studies, it's usually required that you do those elective modules.
Okay. How are the research and development facilities here in Hochschule Nordhausen?
Yeah.
And which equipments do you use in the lab, and which software should a student learn before taking admission to this course?
Yeah, so the facilities are very good. You usually have computer courses like Inventor and so for that you have a computer lab. There are various computers that you can use. It also depends on how many students you are. So it's very important to choose a course and also to try to apply to those places quickly, because the computer labs are not so big that they can take around 100 students at a time. It is important that you register for this course as soon as possible.
What practical experience or hands-on experience does a student get during this course?
So our course is actually very popular because it has a lot of internships. We call it internships in German, but it's actually like laboratory work. So in every semester you have a certain a division of your course. So 50% is theory and 50% is practice, which means that you're spending half of your time in laboratories actually doing the work that you study.
Okay.
Yeah, and these internships, or what we call practices, are also compulsory so that you finish your course.
Okay, good. Are the exams conducted? Are there oral exams, written, MCQ based presentations, seminar, or the combination of all?
So it depends. We usually have written exams. Most of them are written. There are some exams that are also oral, but it also depends upon the situation. Because of this virus, the coronavirus, we actually had a lot of oral presentations.
Okay.
That's actually not usual, but for subjects like mechanics, fluid dynamics, and physics, we usually have it all written.
Okay. Where can a student carry out his or her bachelor thesis, and does Hochschule Nordhausen help in getting a bachelor thesis?
So there are various options that you can explore. The first option is naturally to try and find a company in Germany or abroad to find a place that gives you a topic that you can research on and write your thesis. Or Hochschule Nordhausen itself has a research institute, and they always help you find a topic. They always have interesting topics that you can always explore here. Other than that, the professors, they always mention companies that are interesting during the courses. And they're also always there to help you get in contact with those companies. So if you have any, if you're confused about where you want to apply, then you can always reach out to the professors and ask them directly.
Okay. As you said, the course is already free, but still, if a student wants to finance himself, then is there any scholarship opportunities for students?
There are scholarship opportunities. They are mainly under the DAAD website. Other than that, we have the Stipet scholarship, and that gives an allowance of 250 euros per month. You just need to prove that you have done a good amount of academic work where you have good grades. It doesn't have to be excellent, and you have to also show that you were involved in the internationalization of the university.
Okay. Do students get a chance to do a semester abroad?
They do. There are a lot of chances for semester abroad. The international office is always there and ready to help you if you need any recommendations. There are partner universities all around the world. You can also find that in our website. You can go to the website of the university and find information there too. Yeah.
Okay. And are there any excursions or trips for the students during this course?
Yes, there are a lot of trips. It is very important in engineering that you see what we can do. So because it's a lot of hands-on work. So the university focuses on field trips that show us where we're going to work in the future. For me, I had in my first semester a very long field trip. For 3 days we were traveling around northern Germany, and we visited 3 different companies in which we got in contact with people working in our field. There are also field trips inside Nordhausen, so we visit companies here around the place. And there are also students that have already passed the course and are now working in companies and are always there to show us around the companies there as well.
Okay. What are the future scopes after completing this kind of bachelor course here in Germany?
So you can go with this course in many fields. I have actually listed them down. So you can either work in recycling companies, you can work in refurbishment companies and extractive industries. You can work in project engineering and plant construction. You can work in process and environmental companies, public service for the technical administration and supervision in a subject. You can work in specific departments of the state. And you can also you can open your own company, so you're self-employed.
Okay.
Yeah.
What salary do you think a student can expect in Europe after completing this course?
So this actually depends on which branch you're going to work in. They say that you usually get around 2,800 to 4,300 euros per month as your first salary, but this also depends on which branch, like I said before. So for example, if you work in the chemical industry or a public environmental agency, the salary is going to differ to if you work in a private company.
Okay.
So that's something that you need to keep in mind.
As you know that COVID-19 is affecting the classes, the way of classes in entire world. So how is Hochschule Nordhausen dealing with this pandemic situation, and are your classes held online? And also, do you have any idea how the winter semester is going to be held?
So because of the coronavirus, we actually had all our classes online. We were also not allowed to do our laboratory experiments. However, Hochschule Nordhausen has actually adapted very well. We started on time, we had all our lectures on time, we also finished on time. Our professors were very motivated and tried to make it as interactive as possible. For the laboratory experiments, we actually didn't get to do most of it, but some of the professors did it for us and sent us the results so we can actually make a report.
Okay.
So for the next coming semester, because my class is not so big, our classes will be held in presence.
Okay.
So we won't have it online, but I know that the university is planning on a 50-50 plan, so 50% present and 50% online.
Okay.
But for the Master Studiengang, in renewable energy systems, I heard that they want to do it online, but they're not sure.
Okay, good. So thank you so much, Sabina, for this detailed interview. And any final piece of advice that you would like to give to the prospective students?
Yes, I would like to say that you have to explore your choices before you come. You have to see that it's not only the big cities that provide you with a good course. The small cities have good courses as well. They're very welcoming. We have a very friendly atmosphere here. The things that you learn here are always going to be used in the future. You can always get in direct contact with your professors, and all I can say and recommend is this Hochschule is very good, and I would like to motivate you all to come here.
Okay. And that was really a great point which Sabina made at the end, that the universities in small cities are really welcoming, and I agree with her, because I also study in Halle, which is also a small city. Yeah, you can say a bit bigger than Nordhausen, but still the universities in small cities are really welcoming. So if you are planning to study your courses from TU München or TU Berlin or TU Chemnitz or any other technical university or the TU 9s, then I think you should give it a second thought, because the universities in small cities are really well oriented and are also high in research ranking. So don't go with the rankings that you see online, because usually in Germany there are no rankings for the universities. The universities in Germany are ranked on the basis of their research output. So don't always focus on the online rankings or the world rankings of the university, and always focus on the practical environment or the practical outcome that you learn after taking this particular course. And you can also contact seniors from LinkedIn, and you can ask them how is their experience, and if you have any further doubts, then also you can write them in the comment section below, and I'm here to help you, and also Sabina can help you with this. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, then please share it with your friends, and also hit the like button, and also consider subscribing my channel. So that's it for today, guys. See you in the next video. Bye. Take care.